All right, disgruntled ANC employees are not backing down on their demands for their salaries. They're expected to protest outside the St. George Hotel in Centurion, Pretoria, where the National Party's national executive is meeting. The group is demanding that 3 months of salaries be paid immediately. They also want their deductions paid to the UIF and SARS. Reporter Pulele Jones is tracking that story for us, and he joins us live. Pule, tell us what's happening there. We know that the NEC is meeting inside. How's it looking outside?
What we understand, the lady, I'm just going to go out of shot so my colleague Mkabisi can go in. We do understand that some of the NEC members have now come out to actually address the workers, including the likes of Novula Mkonyane, the likes of National Spokesperson Pule Mabe, spokesperson, of course, Dr. Lekhwete is here, Sibongile Pesani, head of the presidency, and of course, president of Women's League, that's having his name as well. But we're just going to try and get some of them and speak to Pule Mabe, who said that he was going to speak to us. There he is right now, just following him. Pule, thank you very much for joining us on ENCA this morning. Now, some of the NEC members have come to actually address the workers. What is the feeling like? Are we coming to any solution here in terms of resolving this crisis that's been going on for months? And of course, is it also some of the issues the NEC will be addressing this afternoon?
Well, Pule, you'll also have to appreciate that we too are also affected. While we are members of the NEC, we are equally employees of the African National Congress. When Comrade Nomvula spoke on our behalf, she did indicate that we will have to go back to the NWC so that this issue is top on the agenda. Comrade Dakota, Comrade Sibongile Besani, Comrade Batabile, Comrade Nomvula, myself as well, we are full-time at Lutuli House. And Comrade Malusi Kigaba, while we are members of the National Executive Committee, we are also in the full-time employ of the ANC. When members of staff are not being paid, we are included in that batch of people who will not have received their monthly payouts. We stand in solidarity with the workers. We feel that this situation has got to be addressed. This National Executive Committee, when it rises, it needs to pronounce itself on what it is going to be doing with the plight of our workers. Because these people are the bigger network that is really volunteering their time to the work of the African National Congress. Had it not been of them, perhaps we could even have performed worse. They allowed themselves to join the campaign trail of the ANC, even when they were not receiving their own salaries. Why? Because they understand the commitment they made to the African National Congress. But it cannot continue like that. We have got cadres who are hospitalized, members of the ANC who are losing their valuables on a daily basis. It's December now. People have to buy Christmas clothes for their kids and all of that, and arrange all other things that go with festivities.
I hear you. It seems like there won't be any Christmas goodies for some of them. But on that basis, around August, I spoke to Phoebe Potgete, the general manager, who said this was being dealt with on an issue-to-issue basis. The DSG Secretary General, of course, Jason Duarte, also said that they were looking into this matter. It's now November, and it still hasn't been resolved. Is this, and I see NEC members are also here quite concerned about this. There's been, what we're seeing in the media space is that millions have been donated to the ANC as well. There were also announcements of millions being raised to actually campaign.
You must be brief in your questions, otherwise...
Is this a problem? Is this a problem, Pule? Huh? The party, the fact is the party has money. Is this a problem?
Let me just give you assurance. We are not going to leave this National Executive Committee without a clear position. When we leave this NEC, in the statement that we must issue, part of the issues that we've got to touch must be how we are going to resolve this issue that affects our staff. We're not going to allow, we can't leave this NEC not having pronounced ourselves on what is going to happen with these employees.
I'll catch on with you later.
Okay.
All right, so there we go. They're saying that they want a clear stance as to what's going on from this matter, and it will be addressed during the NEC meeting as well. They have to get answers as to what will be the way forward here, but this has been quite concerning. Some of the staffers saying that it has been years without their back pay. Of course, in terms of the UIF, it's been about 3 months without having been paid, and of course some of their medical aids are also lapsing. So it is quite a concern, particularly with what we've also seeing with the likes of disgruntled staff members such as Kalmi House threatening litigation as well against this matter. We've seen again, like I said, in August when we spoke to the general manager, Phoebe Potgieter, who said that they were looking into this matter on a basis, on an issue-to-issue basis, but it also now hasn't been resolved, post-elections as well. So this is a matter that's been affecting the party. We're now seeing NEC members coming out for the first time to say that this is an issue that's impacting their livelihoods as well. But furthermore, what we're seeing are those monies that have been coming through the party in terms of that report we saw where donations were made to the ANC. Again, that's around 22 million. We also understand that there were public pronouncements made by the likes of Fikile Mbalula that they'd raised millions in terms of campaigning. But furthermore, the likes of Pulemabe as well, and of course Treasurer Apoma Shatile making pronouncements that there were crowdfunding in terms of money that will be given to the party to try and resolve this matter. But it seems as though it still hasn't been resolved. And for some of these staffers, it's an issue that's affecting their livelihoods. I mean, I spoke to one of the staffers here who showed me an SMS of a school demanding school fees payment by the 10th of December. And it's now November, almost a month in November. She's quite concerned as to whether the party will come through in terms of paying their salaries. So it is an issue that's impacting them greatly as well.
All right, thanks. Let's leave it there. Puleli Chwiti Jones and Centurion for us.